Hey everybody, so I am doing a quick mail time and vlog. There's a couple things I want to go over. Some of the cool things that's starting to happen with the channel, things like that, and go from there. So first off, we're going to do mail time. So we're going to stop this, pause this around, and show you guys the card that came in. So here's the first card. This came from Debbie Hills. I appreciate the message in here, Debbie. Haven't been feeling great, which I'll go into that a little bit and where we're at right now in that regard. And the second card that we got in, this was from Jay. Hey, do I wish you a happy birthday? And of course, message as always, I sure cock-a-doodle do. As always, Jay, thank you for the gift that was in there. For the great message as well. I thank you as always. So anyways, got my birthday coming up here on the 19th, which is always fun. And people ask me, well, do you feel any older? Not really. I sort of feel the same age as I am already at 45. I'm an old man, feel like an old man or whatever, but as I said earlier, Debbie had sent the card. My health has sort of been up and down. I was supposed to go on Sunday. Tomorrow, my sister and family are having a birthday party because that's when my niece and nephew both work for Amazon, and it's hard for them to get the time to be able to come and do one of these things. So we have our get together. But so we're doing that, and then Sunday, I was going to go with Missy to the Berks Heritage Center. They have the Gruber Wagon Works there, and there's a canal thing and a bunch of other really cool places as well. I think I'm going to take off this weekend just because of how my leg's feeling. Unfortunately, with the whole job thing that happened, I haven't been able to because my health insurance got screwed up, and trying to get that fixed is not the easiest thing in the world. So I haven't really been to the doctor for about 4 months because I just haven't had the money. Each appointment for the wound care, it's quite a bit. And I built that up a little bit, hoping that this thing would get resolved. It didn't. Hopefully, with a couple things that are upcoming, I'll have the money, and then I'm just going to go get myself insurance and be done with it. Because it's just, nobody's going to accommodate the request from my surgeon for no weight on the left leg. And plus, they're not going to want the issue of the possibility that somehow I get injured again and it becomes a workers' comp situation for them. And the way it was handled at my previous place of employment basically left me with no options. I don't know if it was stupidity or it was done on purpose, but regardless, it left me in quite a spot. So financially, you're not able to do a lot of the things that you need to do. And thanks to Missy, Ralph, and Josh and Sharon, I've been able to start getting out and doing some of these things again. So the plan is for Ralph and I, we're probably going to try to do something every single Monday. And, whether Missy's able to involve herself depending on work is sort of where that is, like it is for all of us. And then potentially Missy and I are looking at doing stuff with Ralph as well, maybe on another day on the weekend as well, just going out and doing stuff, having adventures, all kinds of stuff. Liz thing was a lot of fun, but it took a toll on me. And I don't know if I can do 2 days in a row with this thing and not cause myself some kind of grief that's unnecessary. So unfortunately this weekend I'm not going to go out. But coming up, I do have December 7th for sure. I have the speech or lecture on Pearl Harbor with the Lebanon Daughters of the American Revolution. The 14th, we have the Victorian Christmas walk, lantern walk that we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying to do 2. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to handle that. I got to try something other than the boot because as much as I need to use the boot, what it does to my leg is just excruciating. So I got to be a little careful there and figure that out. But December 8th, I believe, Sharon and Josh are going to be taking me to where Washington crossed the Delaware, so that'll be a cool event for us. I've also had some people ask me about the potential of helping out with some history type stuff for schooling and that type of stuff. So it's another opportunity I think will be pretty cool. It's just, teaching kids is different than teaching adults. It's very all about getting kids involved, because I think the most important part, especially from a historian's point of view, is you want to get them excited about history, that it's important to look at this stuff, because once it's gone, it's gone. I mean, maybe somebody will find it at some point, but it's rare, and it just winds up being lost to time. So the more we can do about that to make sure history is preserved, the better. So I've been doing a lot of shorts. I made a couple trips up to Cold Springs. Very cool place. We'll do a longer video with a lot of different pictures, and probably do it off of just pictures, just showing you what was really there and how extraordinary it had to actually have been in that period of time. So I have a number of different videos that are going to be coming out. I'm hoping tonight I get a number of these short series started and continued. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things. America's hometown history's greatest inventions. We're going to do hopefully that tonight. Start that. And then start some of these other series. Do a bunch more haunted history through November. And finish that up. I got a couple long videos I want to do as well. It's all there. There's a lot of material. It's just getting the edge to be able to do it, because it just sort of, it's depressing. It's you work hard, and then you're back in the same situation you were in before, and it's no fault of your own. It just sort of is what it is. But it's been a struggle, but some people have been very, very good. Like, I want to say thanks once again to Jay. Every single month, you always really help me out. So I really, really do appreciate that, on top of everything else that you do, and everybody else as well. Patreon supporters, Kate Clark. This is so sad. I can't remember anything. Jason Thompson, Lynn Surfoss, Jennifer Butcher, Debbie Hills, Cherish Teesworth. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your guys' names correctly. There is one more person, I believe, as well. I'll have to... Let me pause this just for a second. Ann Heidi Papinkunk. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names. You guys, thank you so much for being Patreon supporters. Patreon does help the channel for gas, things of that nature. Channel is starting to make a little bit more money. I do apologize. I accidentally, I think, somehow messed up and got it where it's also doing ads in the middle. I just watched the Lidditz one with the ads over at Josh and Sharon's, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was just like boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to make the changes, because I don't like mid-credits or anything, mid-video. I just don't like them. They're a pain. It interrupts at the worst times, so on and so forth. But I do apologize. I'm sorry for that. But so hopefully coming up here, at some point we get this thing stabilized, and I'm hoping at most 5 months this situation is resolved. I don't ever have to worry about any of this stuff anymore, and we're good to go. But it's just sort of right now, sort of is what it is. But anyways, I just want to say thank you. This is the stuff that is coming up. There's going to be more Native American stuff as well that we're going to be doing for the channel, and several other different things. I don't know if we'll be trying to start anything beyond that, other than just doing a bunch of different stuff with Missy and Ralph, and then of course Josh and Sharon as well. So that'll be continuing. I'm sure there's going to be more lectures and things. I want to start getting those things up. Josh, Sharon, and myself are going to try to get some of these things filmed that I've done over the summer. That way you guys can get to experience those lectures as well, and the Daniel R. Fisher of Myerstown at Time of War. The ghost stories, all done in front of a campfire, and I'm going to try to do the walking tour for the haunted walking tour, just so you guys can experience that as well. Those that a lot of you guys wouldn't have been able to make it because you're just not in the area or for whatever reason. So as always, I want to say thanks everybody for coming along and for sticking with the channel. And as always, we'll see you all about town.